Hi, it's Brenda with OrganiLock. Today is January the 4th of 2021, and we are going to give you a little bit of a greenhouse update. Here you can see we have houseplants. We've been experimenting, creating some succulent and houseplant soils, so we're going to have a new mix for you there. We have, again, all kinds of varieties of houseplants growing. We've got lots of good aloes still. You can see we've replanted our troughs here in the back. We have onions and carrots that are growing and doing great. We even harvested a carrot today. They're looking good. We've started back. We're getting ready to do some cloning with hemp plants. So we have a few plants here that we are going to be cloning and growing to continue our experimenting and our work with hemp products. You can see here we have our grapefruit tree that is sprouting lots of new sprouts. This is the first year for this tree, so it hasn't started producing fruit yet, but we expect that probably next year. Again, big aloe that we're trying to just let go as big as we can get it. Spreading out. Our lemon tree is still producing lemons. This is, I don't know how many lemons we've had. We've had hundreds of lemons, and they're still coming, so we have a great lemon tree. We just harvested our last tangerine today. We've had a few dozen tangerines this year, second year of our tangerines. You can see we have ferns we've rescued from other people. We are trying to rescue a lemon tree from a friend who has lost all of his leaves, had a few little buds. So we've transplanted into OrganiLock soil, and we're going to see how we grow with that. So come on back into the rest of the garden. Again, you'll see lots and lots of ferns and houseplants and things that not only we are growing, but we are rescuing over the winter, overwintering them for other people as well. You have to take another look at these lemons. Look at these bunches of lemons. Aren't they beautiful? One thing we have here that I want to point out are these geraniums. These were brought back from a trade show, Cultivate 19, because we didn't do 20, Cultivate 19. So the summer, July of 19, they have a lot of plants that people can take at the end of the show, and we brought back a couple of geraniums that were in small pots, and we have transplanted. So these guys are a couple of years old, going on 2 years old, and going gangbusters. We're loving it. We have a lot of tomatoes going on over here. As you can see, we're doing the string method. They're planted in our mini cubes. These front ones are. And we are doing the single stalk. We're suckering. This is a sucker, you can see here. So we're taking those suckers out and keeping one tall main branch to produce fruit. This focuses the growth on fruit instead of a lot of foliage. Here we got a sucker that got away from us, so we've got a couple that are dual here at the top, but that's not too bad as long as we keep suckering. But they're putting out fruit, so this is our new crop. These haven't been in that long. We have some T1s also with our tomatoes. You can see in the back we have, again, all of our caging options. Here's our peppers growing in a cage in I think that's a T3, a 3-foot that we don't sell anymore. We do 4-foots only now. Tomatoes that have been in our larger trough series for quite a while, from at least the beginning of the summer. Some are even older than that. Here we have 2 volunteers. This trough was outside this year in the garden, and we had a couple volunteer cherry tomatoes start up, and we decided to bring it in and let them grow, and they're just doing great, producing a lot of fruit. On this side you can see again mostly houseplants on this side of the greenhouse that we are propagating or rescuing or trying to revive again. We do have a few peppers growing in these troughs that we have brought inside that were from this summer, that were planted toward the end of the year. I want to point out this this petunia also. This was a rescue. This has been here for, I think this is going on the 3rd season. that we have cut it back and transplanted and whatever, and we still have a petunia growing for 3 years in a row. So this will be the 3rd season for it. We have celery, we have more tomatoes. As you can see on this tomato, again, we're stringing, and this is a good example. You can see where we're dropping the stems down. As the leaves, as the growth goes forward, we cut the leaves off the bottom, and it focuses on producing fruit instead, and just leave enough leaves for photosynthesis. But this is a good example of the production of tomatoes that you can get in our stringing system. We have a big celery here. Over here we have a lot of our root crops. We have sugar beets and beets growing. We have, again, rescue flowers. We have some banana trees, and people have been asking for their pups. So we've been cutting out pups and selling these. So these are some new ones that are getting established right now. We also have palm trees back here, eucalyptus, you name it. We've got a little bit of everything going on right now. You can see a larger banana tree in the back there that was taken from one of our, it was a pup like these others that has about outgrown that pot. And here you see, again, we had some tomatoes in the ground this summer, and we have, again, let them drop. We just take the strings and the clips, and we lower the main stems down and keep the growth going upward, still producing tomatoes. They got kind of crowded. We had this whole row, and they got kind of crowded, and we were having some whitefly issues, so we decided to go ahead and take those out and make room, because here you see we have our brassicas. We have Brussels sprouts, we have broccoli, and we have a lot of cabbages. Most of these are our 45-day cabbage. They're faster producers. You can see they're starting, this one's not as big of a head, but some of these are starting to get heads already on them. They're beautiful plants. Here we go. These are starting to form some heads, some little small heads. So we have our 45-day cabbage. Our our rhubarb. Thanks. Our rhubarb is still producing. We thought we had lost it for a while again. It kind of died back a little bit, but obviously it's coming back. We have big, beautiful leaves. So, a lot going on, a lot of rescues, a lot of new plants, but we're still here, we're still growing, and we hope that you will join the family this growing season. So we hope to see you later. Until next time, happy gardening.